Hi, this is Dr. Justin Marchegiani, and today's talk is going to be on how to improve your sleep quality, how to get better restful sleep, how to get to sleep, or if you're waking up in the middle of the night, things that we can do to help prevent that from happening. So again, first thing, let's talk about our sleep cycle or our circadian rhythm. And all that basically means is our body relies on light and dark cycles. I mean, at nighttime it becomes dark, during the day, in the morning the sun comes up, and the light in the dark essentially affects hormone releases in our body. So again, we have sleep and wake cycles. When we get up, sun comes down, it literally goes in through our eyes, into our retina. It triggers the pineal gland. That's a gland right between the eyes, right back into the brain, that produces melatonin. Light will actually inhibit or decrease melatonin production. Melatonin is the sleep hormone. It's also a very powerful antioxidant. So again, light comes down, we wake up, it knocks down melatonin. Melatonin and cortisol are on this seesaw ratio. So essentially, melatonin goes down, cortisol comes back up. So let's look at our circadian rhythm. As the sun comes up here, the sun comes up, that's the sun right there, our stress hormones start coming up. So let's say this is right around 6 a.m. You can see our stress hormones, or our cortisol primarily, is going to be peaking. That's going to give us the energy to get out of bed in the morning. And you can see throughout the day it's going to taper off. And the more stressed we become, the more this rhythm becomes dysregulated, or aberrant, if you will. So again, the big thing is stress hormones peak at 6 a.m. and they drop throughout the day. And it's important as we transition in this area here, that area right here is where our anabolic hormones, where melatonin starts kicking back up. So you can see green for recharging. So our stress is our red hormones, that's our cortisol. As we go into this pathway here at night, the first half, that first P right there, that stands for physical repair. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is where our body's basically secreting growth hormone. And growth hormone is this hormone that helps our body repair physically, muscle, just structure, all of the solid parts of our body. And again, the last half of the night between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., that's where we're repairing psychologically or psychogenically, meaning we're turning over neurotransmitters, all of the chemicals in our brain that allow us to feel good, serotonin, dopamine, GABA, all of these compounds are recharged. And again, we need the physical repair on one side, and we need the psychological repair on the other side. That's why you could wake up, you may feel okay, but your brain just feels tired. Or if you're not getting good sleep in general, you may feel tired and tired up in your brain as well, not being able to think as clearly. So we want both sides of sleep. So we want to get to bed ideally around 10 to 10:30, definitely before midnight, to really tap into that growth hormone repair. And we don't want to really get up too much earlier than 6 a.m. because we want to tap into that full psychological repair. So again, these circadian rhythms are very important for physical repair as well as emotional repair. Again, in Chinese medicine, there's certain hours of the night, like the early hours, 1 a.m., that could be the lung hour, 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. could be more of a liver detoxification hour. So if you're finding yourself waking up at certain times throughout the night, it's possible it could be a detoxification issue, basically toxic burden on the liver. You want to get to the root cause of that, but that could be something you want to look at, these Chinese medicine hours as well. Parasites. Parasites are on the opposite sleep and wake cycle as us, so they're producing all their cortisol at night. And so when they surge their cortisol at night, it's possible for it to wake you up because cortisol is a stress hormone. And again, light will stimulate that early in the morning, and you may get a rise of cortisol because these parasites are very, very active at night. So we may see parasites, we may see toxicity issues later on in the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.-ish, if you will. So again, our cortisol rhythm is really important. Higher in the morning, dropping throughout the day. As cortisol drops at night, that allows melatonin to come back up. So melatonin is vitally, vitally important to essentially help our body sleep and to help us have restful sleep. Next, blood sugar stability. So we can see right here, our blood sugar should be in this awesome blood sugar zone. So the blood sugar handling zone right there, you can see it. That's where you want to be. Now, if you're eating every 3 to 5 hours, you're eating good quality proteins, fats, and carbs, and eating an anti-inflammatory, low toxin, nutrient-dense diet, you're in a good place. Your blood sugar should be in this zone, and as you go to drop out, you eat a meal here, and you eat a meal here. we want to keep our blood sugar stable. When you get stressed and you're not doing the right things, whether you're going too long without eating, whether you're eating junky foods, what you're going to start to see is your cortisol rhythm, I should say your blood sugar, go more of a roller coaster effect. So we have these highs here, and we have these lows here, and this is going to cause all kinds of problems in our mood. We're going to feel sluggish. We're going to feel maybe tired up here. And as our blood sugar drops, we may feel anxious down here. So if you're having anxiety or tiredness, it could be from this blood sugar swing. And again, most people are told, well, don't eat anything 3 or 4 hours away from bed. The only problem with this is our blood sugar can drop. So let me show you here. You can see here, this is our healthy blood sugar zone. Our blood sugar is already kind of low there. Let's say that's around 7 p.m. Let's say we don't go to bed until 11. Well, our blood sugar may continue to drop into the danger zone right there. And that could cause our blood sugar to drop more. Our adrenal glands will now produce adrenaline to help bring that blood sugar back up, let's say around 2 or 3 a.m. And it's possible we could potentially wake up with low blood sugar because our adrenal glands are producing that adrenaline, which then inherently may wake us up. So if you feel wide awake at certain times throughout the night, or you wake up with heart palpitations or sweating outside of having menopause or hot flashes, it could be caused from low blood sugar, basically causing an adrenal surge. And again, if your blood sugar is too high, right, you're eating a whole bunch of sugar before bed, that may stimulate you and keep your cortisol up higher and prevent you from going to sleep. So we have two sides of the coin. We have waking up in the middle of the night because of low blood sugar, and then we also have cortisol surging too high before bed because you're eating the wrong foods, and that may prevent you from going to sleep. So what can you do about it? Well, herbs, there's a couple different herbs that you can use that can be very helpful. Valerian's an excellent herb that helps with GABA. Valerian's excellent. We also have lemon balm. We also have skullcap. And these are just gentle herbs that you can use. My biggest thing is using adaptogenic herbs throughout the day. Adaptogenic meaning if your stress levels are high, it brings you down, or if they're low, it brings you up. My favorite, especially if you're under lots of stress and you're having problems sleeping, is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha literally translates in Sanskrit to impart the strength of the horse, which is quite the cool translation. Again, nutrients. We want certain nutrients to help promote relaxation. So again, magnesium is very, very important. It's one of the ones that I think are just absolutely essential because it has over 300 enzymatic roles in the body. And if we get stressed, we deplete it because we're running our stress pathways more. And we tend to be very depleted in our food supply, especially even if you're eating organic foods. I think it's one of those nutrients you should be supplementing. A good quality magnesium glycinate or malate are very good. So magnesium is one of my favorite. And also making sure you get enough protein. Because remember, melatonin is made from tryptophan. So tryptophan actually converts to serotonin. Serotonin converts to melatonin. So again, we have our protein, which converts just right here to tryptophan, which converts to serotonin. And then serotonin then goes right downstream to melatonin. And also from a diet and lifestyle factor, if we're getting light, if light is hitting that, you're having lights on later on at night, that could affect and that could actually decrease melatonin. So we want to make sure diet and lifestyle-wise, lifestyle meaning putting on lights at night, doing too much stimulation at night can affect your melatonin levels. So diet and lifestyle, we already kind of alluded to that and talked about it. Blood sugar stability is really important. So blood sugar stability. And don't fall prey to that rule about, hey, you shouldn't eat 2, 3, 4 hours before bed. Don't fall prey to it. A lot of people, their blood sugar will drop. And if you're 3 or 4 hours before going to bed, and then you're fasting essentially all night, it's very common for your blood sugar to drop, and that can cause all kinds of problems. So from a functional medicine standpoint, what can we do about it? Well, we can look at adrenals. If your adrenals are fatigued, we want to look a little bit deeper into how your adrenals are doing. Very important because your adrenals control this whole circadian rhythm right up in here. Next, if you're waking up especially around those liver hours according to Chinese medicine, look at detoxification pathways. And I don't think it's just that simple to give some detoxification support. A lot of times it's getting to the root cause, which may include a comprehensive detoxification program, it may not. And then also here, parasites or chronic gut infections. Gut infections can cause surges of cortisol at night. So we can have surges of cortisol down in this area here that may cause us to wake up. These infections have an opposite sleep and wake cycle, and a lot of people, when we look at their cortisol rhythm, they'll have super high levels of cortisol in the morning, and that's because of the parasite activity all during the night. So I think we give everyone some good action items, what to do herbally. I mean, my solution is, just if you want to just start out, get a couple of herbs like valerian, lemon balm, skullcap, ashwagandha. Using these can be very good. Dosing up a good amount of magnesium, 500 milligrams to 1,000 milligrams can be helpful. And if you're still having issues after that, finding a good functional medicine doctor to make sure your diet and lifestyle is in order, no gut infections, and getting your hormones tested if there is an issue there. Hope everyone found this video helpful, and lots of good tidbits where you can grab and apply it into your own life and to help improve your sleep. If you need a functional medicine consult or you have questions regarding your individual health, feel free and check the link below so you can schedule a complimentary evaluation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks and have a great day.